Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. So stepping in, Scotty Hayward. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for the Yankees.
Ready to deliver. Here's
fielder,
the first pitch.
Number 13.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now the O's have his terrific speed at first to contend with right out of the chute. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
Stewart has a read on it. 1 down. Throw behind him to second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And now they'll put the tag on him at second, and they get him. My word, what a mess defensively, but it turns out to be a double play. Runs up and gets this one down. Nunez scoops it up, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from Oriole Park. Now 1-0 Yanks. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Fouled off. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second.
In now. The O's, Austin wins as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And quickly, there are 2 away.
Third. No left fielder.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. In there, strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Number 1 is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Trey Mancini is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Digging in now for the Yankees, Lane Rosa. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that is off the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Santander. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Spin and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. Sanchez on third. Reese at second with 1 away. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Cameron Maben trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees are out in front, 3-0.
Peterson.
This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And here's Renato Nunez. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's just 1 for 6. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone!
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
The designated hitter.
Ready now for Baltimore. Dwight Smith Jr. trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Oh, who's safe? Batting it.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Batting ninth.
Stepping in, DJ Stewart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And they'll put the tag on him here, and your guess is as good as mine as to what that was all about. But digging in, the switch hitter, Scotty Hayward. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
The first baseman.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues. Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. But the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. This is hit high and deep out to left. Goodbye, home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Next for the Yankees.
Standing in now, Nino Reese. And he fouls this one off. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Behind 0-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santander is going to get there. And the Bombers have it going here, as this is also good for extra bases. Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! Here's Cameron Maybin now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right, but that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making.
Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, as this lead got even wider. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
MLBThe, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in.
Play ball.
Ready once again, Keith Saunders. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Now batter.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Ready for another shot now. Lane Rosa. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone!
Now batting. Catcher.
In now, Gary Sanchez. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And that's in there, base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Into the box now, Nino Reese, and it's fouled away. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Hot shot on the ground is short, right to him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swung on, hit in the air, and deep. Got a chance, and gone! Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night, as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary team fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLBThe Show. Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or all 81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today. Nothing is impossible when we all stand together. That's why MLB has teamed up with Stand Up to Cancer to make the impossible possible by funding innovative research with the goal of turning every cancer patient into a long-term survivor. Stand up with MLB at standuptocancer.org, because when we all stand together, cancer doesn't stand a chance.
Standing in now, Cameron Maben. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Another 0-2 home. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up.